Hey, chat. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah, Scott, you're asking why did I do the redirect? I kind of forgot. I'm trying to kill this channel before it even begins. Yeah. Well, your profile's just a big brown S. I really hadn't gotten to put something on there yet, so we'll work on that. But anyways, there's the patient. I kind of like how the tape gives it that look because it kind of matches the way it's painted in real life, the picture. So we're gonna do this now. Hold on here. We are. Oop, gotta get back. So I did hear the news about Gino Bisconti's channel getting nuked. That's kind of funny. Sucks though, but like, oof. All right. So there we go. All right. What happened to all that panel work? Well, you can still see it in spots. It's meant to give it some depth. Like you can see, like there's spots where the paint is a little lighter and darker. It gives a little texturing there. And on the black, you can't see it as well when you're like looking at it on here, but, like, in real life, you can tell, and I'll take some pictures for local so you guys can see where we're at. So, we're gonna do that. Let's see, I need the painting tape again. Uh-oh, where'd I put it? Alright, hold on, chat. Alright, chat. Well, no, we're not gonna do Bonta tonight, we'll do that tomorrow. So, J-Rock's tuning out again. Yeah, well, that's what he does. J-Rock's got a troon. That's his job. I've transed him. 2 packages? Oh god. Alright. That makes me a little nervous. Thank you, Iconoclast. So, no, we're not doing Fanta chat. So, all right. Let's see the flaps and the cowl. Well, we got to get the flaps painted tonight, chat. Is there a specific paint job we're referencing? Yes. Yes, we're going for this paint job here, chat. We're going for this. Kind of what we're going for. That's kind of what we're going for here. All right, here we go, chat. All right. So, here we go. J-Rock, there's only one person there. You'll be fine, J-Rock. You'll be fine. So we got that. And now you get the flaps out because we do need to paint the flaps now. Okay. We need to get. All right. flaps. The flappers, flap, flap, flappy, flapperoo. All right. Okay, so let's go to. Do the Dauntless have automatic dive recovery? I don't think so. So let's see here. We need to open this back up. There we go. All right. So I need to do a little work here and figure out what's what. All right. So we got our flappies. We got them red because they were made red so you could see your leader going to dive. This is the bottom one. This is the bottom one. It sits right in y'all. So we're going to leave that one gray because it's gray and it fits right there like that. Although when we do this one, it's going to be deployed. So when it's up, when we look at it, you're going to see all the, well, you can't see it now, but when you look at it from behind, you're going to see the red. Like here, you can see the red. I'm going to retouch that up when we get going. I just want to see how it looks. But then these ones are all red of some sort. A bunch of them need to get re-updated and touched up, but we wanted to see how it looked, and it looks fine. Now I just got to figure out which way is. I think these guys are tops. Okay, let's see here. Who's on top? Who's on bottom? So let's see here. Okay, I think I got the tops. There we go. So that's what the dive flaps look like when they're closed. They're up together, and then they go, and they shoot out the top and the bottom like this. They come out the tops, they come out the bottom, and then they have ones coming out the top. So we're not going to worry about that yet. We just got to paint them up, make sure we got the right ones where they need to go. So this is the bottom, looks like. On the bottom, all right. So this one's over here on the bottom. We're going to get rid of this one too. All right. I've got this one here. So we're going like that. Oh, we got this one here. Like this. And I think that's how they look. Wait, this one doesn't seem to make some sense here. Well, that doesn't fit like that. It's got to be that way. And this has to be that way. Why does it have this little dipper on the end? The other one doesn't have it. Which is weird, although maybe I just forgot to take this off. You know what? We're going to use our nippers and just nip that end off. There's like a little nib we're going to get rid of. We're just going to take this little guy right here. It's kind of hanging on. I don't know. It's not looking good for us. So we're just going to take him. We're just going to happy little circumcision there. Just a happy little circumcision. Happy little bris, chat. A happy little bris. Chat. So a happy little bris. And then we're just going to take him and he's going to go like this. And just sit there. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so we'll get all the other ones we don't want painted blue out of the way. And we'll get back to painting this bad boy. Okay. What if it's meant to be there? Well, it didn't fit. So if it's meant to be there, you could suffer too, J Rock. Okay, so we got to take the Dauntless out of the way for a second because I need room to paint, mix paint. Okay, so we've got our paint. And then let's see. Happy little battle damage. No, because I'm gonna clean that up and it'll be painted red. Like this is gonna be very pristine. It's almost gonna be like a museum piece. Got thrown into battle. So um yeah, I wish you guys could see this in real life because like on the horizontal stabilizers, they are actually it looks really good. And then in the back here, you can still see the black peeking through in spots. So actually, we need to museum piece like it rolled out like this thing right here. Obviously, this is not meant to be like they never painted them this well. That's like got a shiny, glossy paint job. Imagine if he took that in the battle. That thing would be horrible to take in the battle. It's gonna be all look at it, it's all bright and pretty. Like that's not how you do it. So JC, do I have a yes, I do have a model stream. That's why it's on the other channel we're on right now. But everybody likes hanging out here, so we're hanging out here. So let's see. You dude saying you're gonna have to see the end of this project. Yeah, I appreciate that because that's the goal. All right, so we've got to get this tape on like he's doing. We're gonna probably have to do this blue wing painting in like stages chat because I don't know how to do this otherwise. Can you pay me in Bitcoin? Yes, please pay me in Bitcoins. So, all right, so we're gonna work on this here. How am I gonna get this done? How much Bitcoin for me to be topless on screen? 100 Bitcoins. That's how many. 100 Bitcoins. And like 100 Bitcoins at the current rate of right this second. So if it falls to zero tomorrow, the deal's not valid. There's a Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gone at $100,000 right now. Bitcoin is like worth a lot of money. So we're gonna do this. There we go. That's what we're doing right there, chat. We're just painting, getting the wing taped off. Okay. I think we're getting this here. I think this is working good. This is looking better. I kind of like how this is going to look. Using the torrent edge of the tape gives it that kind of quasi airbrushed look, but not like a super haphazard crap look. So we're going to just like that. Will be Sean's Charlie. All right, here. Translate to Bitcoin from White to Ebonics. Guys are ridiculous. I just like. Apparently, somebody thought I was being mean when I said it. I think it's funny because it's like some of you out there. It's like the moment it's something black, you're like, "Oh, I can't listen to black folk," and you quit. And it's like, you guys like can't be that ridiculous. Like, it's a caricature of things. It's a caricature of things. You like you're caricature yourself. Oh, so let's see here. Okay. Come on. Why is this? I had to redo this tape on the other side. Checks. I did the wrong end. Didn't use the torn ends. There we go. There we go. We're making a progress now. Getting it to where I want it. Oh, wait. No, we're not. Damn it. I missed something. Can we see the live cam? Yeah, sorry. I thought we were max mode. Sorry there, chat. All right. Stephen A. Smith is anti-Luigi. A lot of supporters are too. Well, it's. I think Taylor Lorenz trying to advocate for that is funny because a lot of people there's a lot of Luigis that would think she's a bad person. A lot of people who think like Luigi would think she's a problem. So, but yes, people out there cheering for the Luigis better be careful because a lot of people would think there might be Luigis looking for them at one day. But you never want to root for that shit. Okay, so we've got it. I don't know how well this is going to be perfect. We got that side, and then we've got this side. I think this one's a lot better, but I can't really duplicate it. So I feel like I basically am trying to do it where my fingers would pinch in on here where I'm grabbing it. That's where the line would start. So I think it'll work. I think this is going to work, but we'll see. We shall see, chat. So, all right. So we need to. There we go. And there we go. That way they don't blow around. So we need some blue. Need some blue. See what we can get going here, chat. There we go. All right. Where's the stick? So we might have a lot of painting to do tonight. So we'll just prepare a nice little batch. But we need to shake that up a hair. Okay, where's my paper towel? Oh, here it is. There we go. Okay, and then we're a little drop of white, I think. We'll do a little white tonight. Just lightening it up a little bit. Okay. We might have to do some hand brushing of some of this stuff too. There's a couple spots that are going to need hand painting tonight, chat. So we got our work cut out for us. Flow improver. Just fine for good measure, and then we need some thinner. Okay. Let's see here. Come on. Come on, mix up. I want this light gray, this flex mix. Come on now. There we go. Oh, ew. Sorry, chat. We had a bit of an issue there. The compressor ran low. All right. So let's get started. Let's get started on this. Where is... Your ears are now bleeding. You'll survive. This is where tremors come in handy. J-Rock eats corn the long way. Well, yeah, of course he can't. J-Rock says, did you ask a question? I didn't see it. Have you ever done investment casting? No, I didn't see it. Sorry, I was working on the tape. No. No, I've never done it. Never done it. So, I got that. Okay, we'll try this out real quick. See what kind of blue we got. Well, that's a pretty good blue. Come on, focus. There you go. No, I've not done PLA. So there we go. That's a nice little spot we made. Yeah, let's give this a shot, see what we get. Okay, so here we go. I know you guys want me to do long strokes, but I got to get the leading edge of this wing here. There we go. God, it's hard to lose when these shades of blue overlap catching in the light. There we go. Why is this? Yeah, sorry, Chad. I can't see. Well, I can't let you. I know you can't see it, but I can't see where I'm going unless I got the light glaring off the paint glaring in the light here. Sorry. When the coats get too thin, I can't see where I'm going. I'll let you see it when I'm done. Well, there we go. That, you know what though, chat? I think that helps because that's not drying as glossy as the just straight blue was. I think I actually kind of like this. So this actually might be better here. It's a balsamic glaze. Ever smoked Stam? No, I've never. Any whiskey sour is saying any chance to build an F4 Phantom? That would be a lot of fun. Maybe at some point. Like I said, we've got a whole back order of stuff already. So we got the M1 tank. I got to get done. We got the Ferret. We got a Sturmovik. And we got a couple things. But yeah, we could at some point do a F4 Phantom. Phantom's my jam, though. It's like the best Cold War plane ever. Just something about it. The fabulous Phantom. The interesting part about the Phantom is how early on in the 50s they were already working on it. That's the interesting part about the Phantom. There we go. That looks good. Hold on here. There we go. The F-35 is over budget. Yeah, I don't think it is. It's working. Um, they're starting to make the F-35s are working. We'll find out how well they work going forward. Although I will argue the way the Israelis have used them shows they're pretty good. I mean, there's videos of them flying it over downtown Beirut, well within Syrian's S-400 coverage, multiple times within the past year, and nothing happened to them. So I'm assuming that they're pretty good at stealth. And considering the fact that the Israeli Air Force is bombing the shit out of Syria right now, blowing up all the equipment so that the HTS guys can't use it anymore, and nobody seems to be able to stop them. I mean, it's looking pretty good because like shit's just blowing up out of nowhere right now. It looks like. So Trump should build a warplane under budget. There we go on that side. We'll try to get on this side, see what we get. There we go. This is taking the shine down off this black paint really well too. I mean, this dark blue really well. This dark blue is starting to glisten too much. I was like, I don't know if I like this. So it's starting to look better. So what's the summary of the earlier stream? Um, basically Drake is being a little whiny bitch. Cedar Rose, your fellow Canadian, your fellow Canadian Drake is being a whiny little bitch. Should work on that. You guys need to have a sit down and be like, look, on behalf of Canada, you're making us look like a bunch of pussies. Like even more so than normal, Drake. Because that's kind of what he's doing. That's the TLDR, the TLDR from earlier. There we go. There we go. It's looking pretty good overall. This is that side. Guys, I'd love to see 50 Cent is having a ball trolling all of them. Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is, you know. I'm sure he's having fun fucking with them all. 50 Cent loves to troll. That's the one good thing about him. He's hilarious at trolling. Ooh, we're about out of here. Hold on, chat. We're going to have to go silent for a second. Yes, I have to unmute chat, but if I stay unmuted, you guys have to hear that. So you kind of get to choose how you want to suffer. Suffer in silence, or get your back in, your ears blown out. So it's all about how you want to handle it. It's all about how you want to handle it, chat. So we're gonna get this swing going again. Let's try to get some long strokes. The longest of the stroking in. Are using hearing protection. I got earmuffs on for when I'm like doing my audio, but like other than that, no. It's just a little pancake air compressor. It's not going to hurt that bad. There we go. I got the wing all done. A little smoother here. We'll try that on this side here. There we go. So, and I'm not getting high. This is actually pretty okay. Here, I got ventilation. I am all set. I appreciate the concerns, though. You tried semen. That was one of Nick's nose. That's funny. All right, chat. So here we go. There we go. All right, so we'll do a little one last. There we go. Okay, those are done. We're going to put this guy off to the side for a second. All right, so we're going to work on the cowling. We're going to get this going here. There we go. Repainted. All set. And my thumb got painted. All right. Let's see. What are we on to now? Okay. I don't know here, chat. You ever think about selling these builds for a charity stream? These are garbage. So No, because these are absolute garbage. I would never want to sell these and like have a charity have to risk anything on me. So no, I appreciate the idea. Circling back for the S-400s, are we sure the Russians didn't take the missiles back to use in Ukraine? No, because they basically abandoned everything. The Russians abandoned all kinds of shit. There were multiple forward operating bases and sites of military stuff that got captured. So yeah, no, it's a lot of it's in you know the rebels' hands now. So also, chat this. I don't know how well this is going to show up on stream, but I think here's what I think. I think this blue on the wing, this blue right here, is far better than this blue on top. This blue on top's almost too like overly done. I think that actually matches up a lot better with the flight setups here. So we're gonna try to. Or do you think I should leave the top that kind of blue, like a three-tone blue? Do you think you should have like a three-tone blue on it, or no? You know what? I think I might leave this. I think I might leave this. Yeah, I might leave it. I might leave it. All right. Leave it. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll leave the dark blue. The only thing I have to do now is grab my little brush, and we've got to do a little bit of updating around the cockpit here. Jared says, check your DMs. Okay, well, hold on 1 second. Because the edges of this cockpit never really got painted. So we need to give them a bit of a touch up. Okay. So I need to take this. Come on, chat. There we go. We had to do a little bit of touch up around the front end of the canopy and the cockpit. You can't even tell. Looks like it grew there. So, all right, hold on. All right, chat. I think we're looking good here. Let's see what. Oh, what is this? Somebody sent me check my DM. What's up? So there we go. So, Ukrainians were part of the migrants. What the hell is this? Well, they claim they're migrants. But yes. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of uneven color in the cockpit area, but we'll make do. It's gonna be a little dark in spots, but can't really figure out how to blend that paint a little bit better. I'm kind of stuck there. The only thing I could do here is Rocky Colavito died today. Oh no, that's actually sad. That's actually sad, chat. You sent me an email as well, Kimbo. I'll take a look at that in a second. So let's just kind of do what we did yesterday because I remember that paint mixture roughly. There we go. Let's put a drop of thinner in that just to chill it out. There we go. Actually, looks pretty close to what we had last night. Just put the jar on the clown's head. Big Chunk is saying, is model cement different from super glue? Yes. Think of model cement. Good model cement will basically fuse the plastic parts together. You're welding, you're chemically welding the plastic together, which you need to do because otherwise it can make things fall apart. So, yes, in a way, it's very different. There are some types, though, of model glue that aren't very different than super glue. But yes, but overall, you're basically kind of like welding your plastic stuff together, and that's what you want anyway. So, because you got a couple of battleships to start, but I don't have a glue type to use. Well, you just go on Amazon and you get some, just Google model glue. You can use stuff, pretty simple things out there. There's some good brands you can use. You can use something like this. You could use like Tamiya extra thin. That's really runny though. Be very careful. You can use something like this, which is regular Tamiya cement. That's a lot better. That's better than doing it like the old school ways, like tubes of it. So those are the two ways I'd recommend if you're going to do it. Um, well, here, chat. We're gonna. There we go. All right. So I think we're looking pretty good. Let's take a look at the underside. And look at that. No spray overs. And if you guys want to know that shading on a lighter thing, look, you can see the black coming through a lot better. I put pictures on locals if you guys want to see it. But you can see that black basing we did really pops through when you got a lighter color there. So all right. So we're gonna set that. We need to, what can I do right now? Because I got a bunch of blue paint. I got blue paint, chat. We need, what else needs to be blue? What models am I most interested in? I mean, I'd like to do a lot more. I'd like to start doing diorama, like a setting for the models too. So I want to learn how to do that. Mystery Sniper. You guys ever watch Night Shift? That guy, he makes like little sets for his models that called dioramas. I'd like to start doing that, like learning how you make like a building and stuff out of foam. Like that looks pretty neat because I've watched him do it. So at some point, but yeah, like doing like armored like vehicles, start working on some of that more. And I really want to get into, I mean, it's not even really specific kinds, but I really want to work on, because I know I finally made a couple of them that just don't look like shit and the painting's getting better. I want to work on weathering. I want to work on the stressing of it and all that stuff. Um, Keep holes. I'm trying to put this in a spot where you guys could see it. I had to let the paint dry. So I don't have a spot to put the Dauntless right now. So we're going to have to move this a little bit. We're going to, actually, while we're at it, we'll give this one more coat just for good measure, because he's never got an original coat on them. All right. Sean, work on yeah, I need to work on the prep. Like Maddie, that got all fucked up. I didn't want to keep chasing after it, because once I started chasing it, I started end up getting gouges in the model. So I'm kind of leaving that alone. That was part of my issue, was just leaving good enough alone. And I'm going to leave good enough alone now. I'm not going to keep chasing the problems. So that's the issue. But yeah, planes are neat too. I'd like to be like, we're going to try to do a lot of panel work on this and a little bit of weathering. So we'll see how this works. A job well done. So you work on battle damage. That's the last thing. That's like the final step in learning how to do models. I would argue is, when you make them perfect, then you start making them used. And then if you can make one destroyed, I'd argue that's kind of how you should do it. Like that's the hard step. That's the hard step. I really would argue that's the hard step. So you can't I don't think you could do it the other way around. I think you have to learn how to make these better and better and better. So that's why I think like you learn how to do halfway decent job with the paint. Like the next model will be better than this. The next one will be better than this, and I can start working on the leathering. And I finally did black basing, got it all the way done right in a way that works. And we'll move on from there. We'll keep moving onward and upward. That is the game plan. So that is the game plan, chat. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Kayla says chase the dragon. Yeah, I mean, I like to chase it the way like I did as a kid. I mean, I enjoyed this shit as a kid. It was a fun time. I enjoyed every minute of doing this as a kid, and it's nice that I enjoy it still. I mean, it's a fun hobby. So, all right. We are going to clean out the airbrush here. I think we're done with the blue. So, just me says, purge the the heretic, and the mutant. Yes, for the Emperor. For the Emperor. WG Phil says, have you thought about picking up models based on the Power Rangers? Didn't know they really did that. So, no, I actually had not thought of that. So, not until you brought it up. Okay. Need to wear gloves. Yeah, I probably do need to wear gloves. Let's see. You name it some such the oil paints for us, and I do have some oil paints I bought back when I started doing these a long time ago. I was getting ambitious, and now I'm like, I'll actually try it. But no, the way you do the battle damage, actually, you do a lot of pre-prep. Like for the wings, if I'm trying to do like cannon shells and damage like that, you do it as you're building it. So like you thin out the back sides of the wings from inside, and then you can heat them and tear them and pull them. And if you want to show like an exposed girder in there, you can do that or stringer. So Kayla says my son walked in before and said he might want to try this. He's 13. Well, you can buy like the like level 1 models, like basically snap one together. I mean, they're pretty cheap, and you could buy a cheap set of paint for it real quick, and he'll just learn how to paint it and put it together. And it's a good experience to learn. But yeah, buy like a level 1. They're pretty, they'll say like level 1, 2, 3, or 4 on the box, and it'll give you an idea if it's meant for beginners or not. So where his gloves women do? Well, whatever. Uh Yeah, Snoop says you can use a wood burning, but like think about it, like damage on airplanes. There's gonna be tears, like the metal's gonna be ripped, and parts are gonna go everywhere. So if you guys ever seen battle damage on planes, it's like, hold on here. Um, let's see. Turn on carrot browsing. No. Cancel. SBD. Battle damage. So here are some examples of like what I mean by battle damage. You can't do some of this just with a you can't do that with just a soldering iron. You've got to like tear apart and fuck with it internally. And then yeah, you might be able to heat some of it and bend it and squish it. But like if I want to do that part right there, I'm going to have to like cut and heat and have like exposed jagged edges and stuff. That takes work. It takes a little bit of time. But it can be done. It can be done. Let's see if there's other good pictures here. Let's see. Um, see if I can find some other good pictures of it getting torn apart. Oh, here's a good picture. Like here's examples of battle damage. Like that. There's more to it than just poking holes. Like I remember, guys, like anti-aircraft fire is exploding around you. Um, you don't just show. Snoop says that's fatal damage. No, the plane obviously landed. Like you can. It's a surprise how many of these things work. D says, "What's a good airbrush kit and paint for a beginner?" I don't know if airbrushing is the best thing, but like this one right here, this was called an I. This thing right here is called an Iwata Revolution. It's $100, and then I just have it hooked up to a air compressor from Lowe's. So as long as you have an air compressor anyway. Um, but yeah, like there's ways to do it, and then I'm not really the best. If you go in Google or I mean, you go on YouTube here and search for like beginner advice, that would be the best. I'm not good enough to give beginner advice really at this point. Um, so but anyway, yeah, this is what damage looks like on these planes. Like that's a lot more than a bullet hole. These things are getting chewed apart. Like that's a cannon shell going through it. Obviously, yeah, there's some bullet holes in these guys, but they get fucked up. They get fucked up and like torn apart. It happens. So there you go. So I'm just saying, like, there's ways you can do this stuff and like that are actually a lot of fun and pretty gnarly. Need to figure out my air supply. There's nothing to figure out. I got an air compressor running. Takes a little while. An A10 can get home with no wings and one engine. Well, it still needs a wing, but yes, it can get torn apart pretty bad. So can an F-15. Yeah, the battle damage that's fatal doesn't get back to the carriers. Like, remember, everything you see, they made it home. And heck, there's even like B-17s that have suffered like real catastrophic damage. Like, if you guys don't, like, you guys have never seen, like, here you go. Like damage from the guy, like battle damage from a B-17 in Europe. Like, here you go. These guys made it home. You know, this plane made it home. For most of the crew did. Some of the crew not so much. But it does happen. What are some other good ones here? Here's another good one. That's the waist gunner positions on the B-17. Like, man, they get fucked up. They get fucked up bad. But they make it home routinely. Like, here's a good one. Oh, where's the one I just had? Crap, it's nope, never mind. I can't get the load. That one won't load. Let me see here. What's another good one? Here's a good one. Here's a good one. You know, here's some, ones that have crash landed and survived and gotten through stuff. Like, it's pretty rough, but they can make it. Like, here's one. He's missing like almost all. Look at that. The whole stabilizer's gone. This one's all torn up. The tail's chewed up. The tail gunner's probably dead and missing, but it's still flying. It's still flying. Like, planes can survive a lot of damage. So, Captain Kim Campbell. Oh, is she the A-10 pilot? Yeah, I've seen the A-10 that got shot the fuck up, guys. Yes. It's an A-10. It's built to get blown apart. Yes, she took a big old hole in her yes, yes, the A-10 took a big hit. Yeah, she got stitched up real bad. But there are other airplanes that have been severely damaged. Like in F-15 has survived a mid-air strike where it lost an entire wing. But yes, the A-10 can take a lot of damage and keep flying. Yes. So yeah, she took a lot of hits there. I mean, it's a lot of ground fire, but yeah, some of those I could poke holes in, but that one right there, I'd have to cut out and build a wing. Like, you'd have to build inside the wing, and then if you want to do like this little piece of metal, like that's peeled off, yeah, you could do like boop 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 boop, and those are cool, but that's not all of it. And for these, I have to learn how to do chipping, and I'm not there yet. Chipping is a whole nother part of this that I don't know. I've seen done. He didn't land with 0 wings. He landed with 1 wing. It was F-15. He lost a wing. So, yes, Eric Hartman did credit his kill count to shooting down Russian women, but that's because, yeah, it's true. And Afleur is saying that's a sexist boast. Have you ever heard of the Witches of the East? Yes, a bunch of chicks that ride biplanes in the middle of the night. They weren't flying. There's a reason why they didn't fly during the daylight because they would have got shot down. So yeah, there's a lot of these things there. So all right, I got to put this back down so we can look at we got to figure out the bomb. Bomb, 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 bomb. All right, where's the bomb in here? So the bombs were primed, and we need to actually hold on. Do we have? Oh no, Chad. Did I not? One day when I do the canopies, I'm gonna have to do that on my own because I can't sit here and talk to you guys, and that's gonna require like the utmost concentration. So I apologize in advance. We will not do the canopies live. I'm gonna be too intent on doing them right. So that's gonna be like the utmost maximum autism. So I won't be able to probably stream that. Shit. I'll look for what I'm looking for later. All right, so we need greens. Oh, dark green. Yeah, that's what we'll use. Use some dark green here. We'll get it thinned down and we'll paint that on. So, Gary, you're going to bed? Well, take care, man. What am I caught on here? On the floor. That was weird. It was not funny and weird. That was just weird. Okay, so I need. Where is? Hold on, chat. All right. Let's see here. What do you guys? Yeah, Gino lost his YouTube channel. Yeah, because he showed like an old, like I guess in hot water thing where a pair of balls were being on there, and I don't know if he didn't realize it or what, but yeah, that's kind of a whoops. Which that sucks. I mean, it really does suck to hear that's how he lost the channel. I mean that's pretty shitty way to go when it comes to your channel. Hold on, Chen. I need to look for something real quick, and I don't know if I have it. Okay. Oh, shoot. All right. We're going to have to try this. Just an acrylic. All right. All right. Hold on here, chat. We're looking at something. All right. Hold on, I gotta clean out a tray on this paint tray. All right. Ooh, it's almost 11:30. We'll paint this bomb. We'll probably call it a night. So we're probably just gonna finish on this. Let's get this bad boy out. Look at that. Most of the red stayed on there pretty fine. Come on. Focus. Look at that. We just have to retouch these up. That's good news. And look at that. They blend in. Good enough. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. We'll throw those in with the other bits. And now we got to get this going. So we need, where's my little pedestal to put it on? Oh, there he is. I know where it went. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take this and just meet it all together. This camo putty stuff, this putty camo, also great for just holding things. So I can kind of put this in there. And now I might have to hold it later or let it dry and hit it up in a second, but I can at least paint it. So I think this dark green is going to be pretty good. It's actually pretty close olive drab. Comparison. So we're going to do that. Let's give it a little drop. Probably 2 drops of thinner are probably good enough. All right, there we go. Okay, so we're going to just mix that up. A little thinness. Let's see, is that working? Yeah, it's getting kind of runny. That's kind of what we're looking for. I don't need to be too runny, but yeah, we'll take another drop. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Perfect. All right, let's start painting this. Everyone have a great Thursday. Yeah, it's only Wednesday. So, coming up. So let's see here. Yes, it holds it like a Baldo, and I'm not commenting on that, chat. There you go. So, no comment. Okay, what the hell is this? All right, someone explain this to me. This has been thoroughly painted now. It's been painted. I painted it with that white undercoating to give it like a priming, and now look what happens. Watch what happens when I do this shit. Watch. Maddie, if you're here, tell me what the fuck this all means or sleazy. You put paint on it and it like fucking disappears. Like, what is it going on? That is so fucking weird. Never seen that before. Especially with paint on. Like, if it was unpainted, I'd understand there might be oils or something on it. But it's doing that still, and that's really confusing. Well, I washed it off before I painted it. Like, I sat down and washed I washed and scrubbed it because I stripped all the paint off of it. Well, it's not look, it's guys, it's not a shit primer because it's this. It's the same color. It's literally this. I painted them with the same thing. So, It's not like a primer issue. It's literally regular model paint. So, so yeah, I know it's not a primer issue because it's literally just regular. It's the undercoating of the plane. I mean, look at that. It looks like fucking shit. Like, what oils, though? I wiped it down and I cleaned it and then I painted it, so it fucking looks like fucking horse shit. I don't know, I guess I'll just keep fucking layering it or something. I don't know what else to do. So whatever. Whatever. Kate Pulse has sanded it. I sanded it down before and got all the other paint off of it, and now it's getting all retarded. I'm not restripping it down again. Something is up with something's not right, and it's not to like that. I don't think that's gonna help me because I already sanded it and stripped it down once because the paint got all boogery. So I don't know what the deal is here. So not really sure what the problem is, but it's driving me at the fucking wall. So let's see. Let's just see if we can layer on another coat and if that helps us. Is your green cut with water? No, it's not cut with water. It's not cut with water. It comes from the factory the way it is. It's not been cut. I promise. Was there oil in the paint palette? Nope, because I just wiped it out and restarted it. So I know there's no oil in there. It's something on this piece of plastic itself. I don't know. Yeah, it's modding horribly. It's this. It's this shit. I know it's like there's nothing wrong with it. It's this stuff. And it's the stuff I painted the dragonfly in, so I know it's not shit paint. Because I used other paint the last time, chat. Other paint did the same fucking thing. So I used Tamiya paint the last time and I still got this dildo riddled look of this shitty fucking garbage look on it. So I don't know what it is. That's the point. I've done all the different things. I've changed paint. I changed style. I changed way of going at it. That's the problem. That's why I'm getting frustrated. I'm doing all the things, change it up, do other stuff, and it's not working. That's the part that's pissing me off. Because look, I just don't fucking know, chat. I just don't fucking know. I just don't know, and I'm smearing paint everywhere. So, it's just frustrating because you're trying to do all this shit the right way and it's not working. So, oh well. Maybe it won't get a fucking bomb on it. I don't know. It's gonna look real fucking retarded though. Is it something right into the paint? Literally, Tamiya thinner. I don't know what else it is. Literally just acrylic thinner. Just a drop of thinner. So, don't really know why that can't be hurting it. It's literally acrylic thinner. So, it should work on it fine. So, yeah, don't use the thinner and try it. I mean, like, yeah, that's the only other thing here, but if I don't do that, I can't make it thin enough to paint with. That's my only concern because then it's gonna look not good. Like, it's working, but it's coming on super thick. So, I mean, that's kinda where we are with it now. Just focus, please. Goddamn, focus on the fucking thing. It's still kinda modeling through, so I don't know what the deal is. Try a different thinner. I'm not using thinner now, and it's still doing it, so I don't know. This is like, I guess it's not going on the plane because this is getting retarded. Maybe I'll just go to frickin' Menards and buy a can of Rattle Can for this because this is being obnoxiously stupid. I mean, this is just kinda looking like hot garbage now. Oh, that's alright if you guys don't know, but it's just like, you do all the shit it says to do, and then it's like, the paint gets all fucking whopper jawed. I'm literally doing all the shit I should do. Like, here, I slapped, that's the paint I haven't messed with, and now we're getting fucking modeling all over, so this is done. This is done. Okay. Back to the drawing board, I guess. We're just gonna take it off and start over, so we'll do that another time, chat. Maybe I'll work on it on my own because I'm not fucking with it, and then the peanut gallery shit is not making me happier about it. So, whatever. We'll do it another day. We'll do it another day. So, we'll do it another day. In the meantime, we could probably clean this fucker out and call it a night. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, guys. There are people who are trying to be sincere, then there's people who are kind of giving retarded comments. I don't need the fucking dickhead comments. Like, I know some of you are sincere, but some of you guys are just being fuck knuckles, and when I'm getting frustrated, I don't need it. I don't need it. So that's the thing. I don't need the fuck knuckling. So we're just gonna take care of this and run it out. So some of you guys were trying to help, and I appreciate that. Like I said, it's not your fault. I don't need, like, some of you are serious and then some of you are not. It's just, it gets a little frustrating. So I'll work on it on my own and figure it out. I don't know what else to do about it. So, no, Steven, I understand. I'm not mad at you. I just, like I just said, guys, I'm like, seriously, I just need help. So it's 11:30 anyway, guys. I gotta go to bed. I don't want to be up too late. So, oh, and and somebody's saying, no, Foley, don't worry. I know you're not. Don't worry. Well, Bellas, if they keep doing it, I won't do these live. That's the thing. I'll just release video, or we'll do it all in locals or something. I don't know. But if people want to, like, I'm not in the mood. I haven't had the best day. I just don't need people fuck knuckling today. So just don't need to be a fuck knuckle every 5 minutes. So I try to take it like a champ. There's other nights where things haven't gone right, and we've been working through them. It's great. Just not tonight. Just not tonight. Just not tonight. Why is this still got freaking thinner in it? Wow, look at it go. Jeez. Oh, there we go. Wow, that took long enough. Whew. My painting skills are that I'm not of a good Austrian bomb line or bloodline. Funny. Funny there. Funny there. There's nothing like, guys, I don't know. Maybe it's just a piece of shit that there's a problem with it. I don't know. I've literally tried everything I could think of. I've watched probably about an hour's worth of painting videos to figure out why this isn't fucking working. So don't worry. Don't worry. I just might not have it painted, or I might, like I said, I'll go to the store and spray it with some. I already have self etching primer in the garage. I'll probably prime this with like actual primer. And yeah, we'll just take care of it. We'll just take care of it because I am not going to keep fighting this fucking thing. And I am just, yeah, I am not going to fight it. I am not going to fight it. I am not going to fight it. Oh, what? Huh. Oh. Here we go. Is it not primed? No, it was primed. So I don't know what the deal is. Oh, well. We'll deal with it tomorrow. Maddie, I used the same brand of paint before and I had a problem. So I tried a different result. Before I used the same things. And then I try it the other way around and I'm getting the same result. That does not make any sense to me. That's why I'm getting frustrated. So that's my problem. So I already did it using the same paints, and it's still Helen Keller's up. Okay. I previously used just Tamiya paint. This time around, I used different paint, and I'm still getting the same result. So that's why. That's why I'm really frustrated. I did all the things you're supposed to do, and it's still all herp derping itself. So that's the problem. I'm just gonna go get some green paint. No, Maddie, stop. Okay, I painted this with all Tamiya paint before, and it didn't work. I literally took paint thinner and stripped this all the way down to bare plastic again. And then, no, that's good. Whatever that fell over was. And then from there, I repainted it. So, yeah. Yes, this has been primed. I didn't want to paint bare plastic. So that's my issue. So I literally changed everything up and got a similar shitty result. So that's where I'm getting a little upset with this. So we'll just I'll brute force it and paint it with fucking spray paint from the hardware store, and that'll take care of the problem. If it wants to be all retarded, I will take care of it. If it doesn't want to work, I will force it to work. So don't worry, we will. At some point, you'll see this with a nice coat of like Krylon on it, just to have it done. Because I am not going to fight this whole fucking thing. I am not fighting it the whole way. um, so I am not going to do that because that's That'll just make me want to jump off a cliff. So we're just gonna get some we're gonna get some Krylon, and we're just gonna I need some Krylon anyway, because I'm probably gonna repaint my AR-15 anyway. So we'll just kind of kill two birds with one stone. How about that, chat? How about that? And we'll go from there. No, what I knocked over appears as my cell phone, so I was wondering what the hell that was. Scared the shit out of me. So it bounced right off the compressor. You hear a dong on the side. What's my AR painted? I don't. It's kind of like a combination of everything right now. It's like 3 or 4 different paint jobs kind of layered over each other. So I've changed it a couple of times, and then as they've worn off. So there we go. That's clean, and that goes on this, which is clean, and we are all done. That's it tonight, chat. All right. So this is getting another primer bath or paint thinner bath, and thinner and water. We're gonna wipe it off and then start all over. So that'll be the game plan from here. So like I said, we're gonna wipe this off and just I get started again. Like I said, I am gonna cheat and use like actual people paint, because if it's not gonna work with model paint, I will forcibly make it work. On the plus side, this looks great. Well, that's good. So we'll leave that alone. And let's see what that looks like all together. So there we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna have just multi-tone. Well, we'll just keep it like that. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, chat. I don't know. I don't know about this, but we'll try it out. We'll try it out. So that's what that looks like. This getting repainted. Like I said, we're gonna cheat on that one. Let's see. What are you guys all saying here? Oil paint is the nice smelly paint. Yes, but it'll be very nice. So we're gonna just wrap this up. Let's see, we use it. Did Gino lose his YouTube? Yeah, his channel went down. I don't know if I think it's forever. Like, I think he lost it all the way. Stacy, Sarah says my hubby rattle can his pistol. I don't know if I paint my pistol, but I think I know people have done that. They can look pretty cool. I just think of the pistol would like wear off so fast because it's like in and out of holsters. So the oil paint will be perfect though for doing all the paneling and stuff. Let's see here. Chris Hutto says don't use oil paint. Oil paint for the weathering is a way to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. It looks like it might be easier for me. Snoops is another challenge you never watch gone. I get that, but also, it still sucks watching people lose what they're working for. I mean, that's not always fun. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like he's melting. Gino's not hurting anybody. So, but yeah, we'll be using that. We'll be using the oil paint for the wash. It'll be a little easier, it looks like, and I could probably handle that. Trying to do the other shit, it just turns into a mess. Like I tried doing the other stuff on the little Abrams, and it just turned into a disaster. So. Shanga says you carry a Smith and Wesson SD9. I like the two-tone. Do you ever have to worry about it rusting, or is it good? Because I know sometimes, just depending on which stainless steel pistol you get, sometimes they're shitty and they rust. I think they're like Ruger P90s rusted. So. Oh, let's see here. Harrison Smith is an Alex Jones guy, right? Yes, he is. Well, here, you know what? There's probably, instead of him saying we won, here, give me a second. Let me clean this up because I got to put this back in the tin. We'll check the bankruptcy filing. How about that? There's a better way to check. We can check ourselves. I'm not saying the Frogman and his people lie, but are they correct? I don't know. We're going to find out, though. Let's see what they got. All right. Oh. Right, hold on. Here we got to clean this last little bit of paint. Okay, that's going to sit. All right. All right. Okay, so that's done. That's done. Oh, I cleaned up a lot of shit, actually. All right, well, let's hold on, check. We're gonna switch cameras here in 1 second. Sorry, we're trying to fix this all at once. But yeah, if he's tweeting they won, that's a good sign. Although that might just delay that might be just delaying the inevitable. We don't know yet. So let's see. Because if the Onion came in, they might have enough money to take care of stuff. Let's see. Where did I go? Hold on here, chat. Switch camera. Virtual camera. Why is this not? Hold on. There we go. Why is that not working? There. Wow, it seems so much darker. There we go. There we go. So he's saying Alex Jones saying they won. But yeah, he's an Alex Jones guy. Let's see what he says. Be awesome if they won. I hope they won. Let's see. Yeah, that bidding process was very shady. Yeah, it is. And if they messed with it right, the judge should have stepped in. We'll see here. Let's take a look. Twatter. Breaking now. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Alex Jones is saying. Okay, he's helping on his. He's just running InfoWars all the time. All right. Pacer login. Okay. And chat, you're going to join me here. Hi, chat, by the way. Hello. Um, you're still coping with me scolding you guys. I'm not just like there were some people who they know they were being dickheads, and it's like I asked you guys not to. I was really trying to figure that out. So let's see here. Bankruptcy Court, Northern District of Texas. We went too far. We went too far. Actually, no, we didn't. Bankruptcy all the way at the bottom. Texas Southern Bankruptcy Court. There we go. Log in. Here we go. We're going to query this. Last name, Jones. First name, Alex. Run query. Alex Emmerich Jones. Free speech systems and the unsecured creditors. I think this is the correct one. He's an interested party. Hold on here. Which one is his? Actually, you know what? It might be this one here. Hold on. Let's take a look. Well, this one got dismissed. Last filing is 11/28. Debtor dismissed. All right, let's take a look here. See what we got. Oldest dates are first. Okay, let's see what we got here. You guys still coming along with me, chat? All right, here we go. The transcript happened, certificate of service. So this is not saying it was stopped. Let's see if the other cases show anything. So we need another free speech system. Because that's the case. Hold on here. We're just gonna last name FR free speech systems. That's Alex Jones's company. Okay. Case has been transferred to Houston. Okay, not that one that's open. Is this it here? I don't know. No, because that's 10-3. That's not it. Is this it? Free speech holdings. Last filing was 11/28, so that's not it. Elevated Solutions Group. Is this it? Nope. Last filing date. No. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. This is different. If you go into this part of Pacer, this is a very different area in Pacer. Ooh, here we go. Chapter 7. I think because that's what Alex Jones ran. Ooh, data filing 12/10. Here we go. Docket report. Here we go, chat. This is it. Actually, hold on. We need to go back up and we're going to turn around here and go run most recent date first. Fuck going all the way back to the beginning. All right. Let's find it here. So order granting first interim fee application. Okay, hold on. Wait, let's get back to let's zoom in here. We read this. We'll read this better. Okay, global tetrahedron. That is the onion. Okay, notice of revised orders, witness list. They had a hearing set for 12/9. Courtroom minutes. The hearing was continued till today. Let's see what this is. This is not going to be anything for us, chat. I don't know, like there's no order. So they are not getting. That's not what we need. So I don't know where Alex Jones is claiming he got a dub here. I don't know. Where is he claiming he got a dub? Let's see. Free speech systems. Is this one it? 1125. That's not us. Let's just double check all these. Wheeler versus Jones et al. Nope. Wheeler versus Jones et al. In chat, when you wonder what I'm looking at right here. Date of last filing. So let's look here. Date of last filing. Nope. And date of last filing. Nope. We're just going to work our way down all of these. Oh, is this it? Nope. Data last filing 9/5. No. Heisland versus Jones. No. 8/14. Alex Jones and the Committee of Unsecured Creditors. This might be it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if this is it. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, there's been no order from the court saying yeah, there's no order yet. So I don't know if they've won. I don't think so yet. Unless we see actual things there, I don't know what we're looking at here. Let's see. The New York Times reporting it. Okay. Let's see. All right. New York Times. Let's see. That's oof. No, okay, chat. Here's the issue. Judge refuses to allow sale of InfoWars to the Onion. All right. So late Tuesday night, a judge said he would not approve the sale of InfoWars to the Chicago-based satirical publication. Okay. The ruling by Judge Lopez in federal bankruptcy court in Houston puts the Onion's plan in limbo. The spokesman for the Onion did not immediately respond. So let's see what happened here. The total value of the bid was $7 million, including 1.75 in cash. Yeah, and then they tried to put in what they're going to earn later into this. Yes, but anyways, the other group, First United American Companies, had a higher bid, 3.5 million. Let's see here. Let's see here. Before the hearing, okay, yeah. This is a developing story. Okay. Although look at this. Look at how this is titled though. The Onion can buy InfoWars, the judge says. The Onion can buy it. John Well Done says, what's going on to Acer Thorn? That case is in limbo. They don't want to deal with him. That's why. Am I working with Barnes now? No. I wouldn't work with Robert Barnes. I wouldn't work with somebody who treated me like shit like that. So no. So let's see. Is there an actual let's see if I can find the document on Twitter. Because shit gets posted there all the time. Let's see if let's see here.
I've talked to my accountants. I mean, I don't really even handle stuff around here.
Look at this beard. Look at that beard. That is a weird beard. Look at that thing.
And they went to the judge. They said, we know he's got hundreds of millions. And I'm sitting there going through my schedules with them. This is like a year and a half ago. And they're like, and I got $500,000 in the bank, back gone. and I got this, and and they just literally like, and where's this money? Where's this $2.8 million? And they just bluffed me, and I said, I don't have that. What are you talking about? They go, Mr. Jones, you're going to be going to prison for this. And my lawyers during the break, they go, where's the money? Why? And I said, there's not. I don't know what they're talking about. And it was just made up. But I was completely calm. I was just like, whatever, you're going to set me up, go ahead and do it. I mean, I am freaking Ward Cleaver when it comes to money. I mean, that's not even my issue. But see, these people think we're like them. That's their real problem. And thank God I'm not. And I have told everyone my sins on air. People ask, why the hell do you do that? Because I want you to know I'm a sinner just like you. But I also want you to know when I tell you, and you've seen me on the air 30 years, that I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you can bet that's what's going on. That's why I told you I've killed, 6, 7, 8 of my children, had them cut up and thrown in a garbage can. And
what the hell?
About it. I repented of it. I haven't done it since I was like 18 years old. And that's what I've done. I've murdered my children. And I know anybody can repent and be reproved, and God will forgive you. God loves me. The Holy Spirit, boom. When God doesn't like something I'm doing, I feel it. So I have a personal relationship with the creator of the universe. I'm directly connected to it, as all living things are. So that's my boss. And I've done other stuff. I beat people's brains out. They started it. I still, once they hit the ground, went ahead and stomped the head a few times. Shouldn't have done that. But I've told you my sins because I want to be honest with you. And then I'll tell you this. Not a damn thing they've said I've done have I done. Everything they say is a freaking lie wrapped in 18 other lies with a bunch of vomit on it. And the world's waking up to these people. And so they don't have free reign and a blank check and open season on good people anymore. And you say, well, you don't even know how many kids you kill. I know of 6. I'm guessing there were other women that had abortions. The point is that if somebody that murdered their children, and I didn't understand it then, and I didn't consciously think it, and I was going along with whatever people thought was normal, but God touched my heart and said, that is evil. That is wrong. And God said, here, let me pull my spirit back. Let me experience some evil. How's that feel?
Okay, I think that what happened is the judges made a ruling, but it hasn't been formalized because I can't find it anywhere, chat. But it's good news. Good news. The Frogman has won. You seen his Lex Luthor arc? Maybe. That would be hilarious. Let's see here. What are you guys talking about here? Can't pardon a state civil trial. To be fair, name of some sort. Apparently, Kurt did find something where federal civil stuff may be covered. But yeah, this is a Texas state lawsuit and a Connecticut state lawsuit. And he lost in Connecticut just now at the appeals level. So, yeah. So, but yeah, he looks very different. He looks very different right now.
Now, you are going to work for me.
Are we live? Oh, we're not live. There we go.
You've already done this 100 times the last few years. I'll do what you say.
Apparently he's live right now.
2:27. 2:27.
Is he live?
Get up, go to the bathroom, turn your phone on. It's 4 a.m. Hurry up. Okay. And okay, just so you think that you just think that's lucky. Countdown from 15 seconds is 50. It'll flip on the atomic clock at 4:01 in 13, 12, 11, 10, and bloop. 4:01, right? The point is, and I've done it on air. I've shown you. So God's real, folks. And if God will do stuff to me like that to go, hey, I'm really real. Like, I mean, I liken it to like in Interstellar, where it's like that. And everybody else is experiencing this. We are spiritual beings. That's what's important. Don't be afraid of these Satanists that try to threaten your life or your treasure or your name to make you get in line with them and their whole social credit score. Resist them. Stand up against them. So I'm going to I've got a lot to say, but I want to talk about God at moments like this, because this isn't about, oh, we had a victory and the judge did the right thing, and oh, we got you, Bloomberg, we got you, Democrats. They've already gotten themselves. We don't fight them because we hate them. We fight them because they're coming after the innocents. We fight because we love those behind us that we're fighting for. But I love this crew. I don't think I've ever hugged Owen, and he's been here since 2016. I got a little hug from him, and I was like, no, I'm getting the big one, because this is a big deal. I'm telling you.
You said it after that. There's no hugging in the trenches, Alex, but, we had a moment.
How the hell they get video of that? Well, those guys, I wasn't doing that. I know I was doing that on camera. You guys are ridiculous. And some of this crew's been up here since 6 a.m.
They got hidden cameras around here.
So listen, I need to settle down and later do a statement, and because for the record, because the media doesn't know what's coming next. I can tell you. But Owen, what do you make of this? Is this, out of all the craziness, how crazy is this?
Well, it's hard to even fathom, really. It's hard to even put into words. I think at this point, with all the ups and downs on this epic roller coaster ride that has been the latest chapters in the InfoWars saga, I think it speaks for itself.
3 times in 7 months that we've come right to almost being shut down.
What is even harder that I think you try to vocalize here, you try to explain to the audience, and this is to the haters that are listening in, reeling right now that we're still on air, and the fans of InfoWars that have been here for a couple months, couple years, decades even. It's hard to put into words what it's like being in a rigged courtroom. It's only something you can experience for yourself. And when you're on the wrong side of that triangle, it's an empty feeling, it's a lonely feeling, it's a hopeless feeling, because that's where you're supposed to have justice. I mean, that's like the final line in the sand for this country.
And the bad guys, when it's bad guys, they're laughing. They think it's funny. They think injustice is cute.
Well, that's why they've all been celebrating and anticipating the demise of Alex Jones, because when they saw the rulings, $3.75 trillion is what Alex Jones owes.
It was 2.76, yeah.
So these are outrageous, ludicrous speed. It's like Spaceballs, just ludicrous speed and made up stuff. So that's like chum in the water for these people. That's like chum in the water for corrupt officials and lawyers and bureaucrats and judges.
This is the X and Y's chromosomes don't exist of law.
And so they all feel like, oh, it's like you were saying, they all feel like, oh, well, the rules don't apply to Alex Jones. We can do whatever we want to Alex Jones. And so that's the approach they take to this. And then you run into a speed bump when you find out, well, you know what, maybe not everybody's corrupt. Maybe not everybody believes you can just do whatever you want to Alex Jones. And, of course, the irony of all of this, I've said it before, but the irony of all of this is how much you've actually been defamed. How the crimes that have been committed against you and the character assassination and the slander and the libel, it's the great irony of this story. But that's what it's like. It's like, oh, gee, it's open season on Alex Jones. And the same thing happens to me. It's like one person files a lawsuit, it makes the press, and then 5 new lawsuits come in within a week. It's just like chum in the water.
This is good stuff.
And so that's how
Angela,
operate. That's how tyrants operate. But
Angela, it's not 2.5 billion. It's actually only 1.5 billion. So it's still a shitload of money. So it's still $1.5 billion.
No, Alex,
it's how bullies operate.
And you've never given up. You never give up. This crew, not even a cunt hair that they have been able to find here.
They've offered people money to say we did stuff to them.
So,
I mean, any woman we know, they call up and offer money. The women call up and go, yeah, they're offering me 50 grand to say you did something to me. And I told them, fuck off. But I mean,
well, you've been blessed by being around trustworthy people. In fact, you can't put a price on that, really. It's the most valuable thing in the world is trustworthiness and being around people you can trust. But when they come after you, there's something that maybe you should explain here, Alex. And I know you don't like to really talk business. You have people that handle your business, but it's kind of just basic common sense stuff. Yeah, you have had a successful supplement company. And most supplement companies do well financially because the purpose of the supplement company is to make money. The purpose of your supplement company is to fund something else. So it's like the profit isn't just profit. It goes into this media operation. It goes into the great crew.
It's war bonds.
The lawsuits, everything else that we fought. So yeah, if you just ran a supplement company with those numbers, then you might have a lot more money. You fund this operation with the supplement sales. That's how it's able to be an independent media operation. And, I don't know if it's worth explaining that, but I really think that, Alex, people just don't get it. They really don't get it. When you talk about this stuff like, hey, I don't have all this money. When you talk about this stuff like, hey, they were engaged in corruption in these court procedures. It's hard for people to even believe until they've actually seen it. I've seen it. I've been here. It's happened to me. It's very real. Quite frankly, you kind of anticipate it when you go up against these bullies in the corrupt establishment and government. But here we are. It's very savory. I can't even, it's like this. It's like the smoothest cigar you've ever smoked.
They're being held underwater and finally getting there.
It's like the juiciest peach you've ever bitten into, or
best piece of ass.
In my mind, I wasn't going to say it. I'm glad you said it.
But here's the bottom line. Supplements are the second fastest growing industry. They've been the fastest for like 30 years until AI. Why are they the fastest growing? Where does pharmacia come from? Where do drugs come from? It used to all be plants and fungus and different herbs. That's because it works. That's why people buy them, because they work. And so we want to sell you supplements that really work, so you want to get them again. It'd be like a restaurant that serves dog shit. No one's ever going to go there. But meanwhile, what's the most profitable thing on Amazon? Still, supplements. What's the most profitable thing at the major grocery stores? Supplements. Because they work. That's why
yes, they
you
do.
go to Whole Foods and there's 10
your alpha brain.
I mean, they go, oh, he sells unapproved supplements. The FDA under the 1996 GRAS Act has no jurisdiction over them. The only way they come after you is when you make drug claims in the drug pantheon. The public doesn't know that. So the media is like, Jones sells unapproved by the FDA supplements. Like saying unapproved drugs. What, I sell concentrated turmeric? What, I sell atomic iodine that nobody else ever thought, now everybody copies it? All that means is pure, folks.
Super male is vitality.
I mean, you're right. That's another thing they do. It's ridiculous.
Well, the FDA will approve poisons that they put in children's food. A guest, actually, when I first started listening to InfoWars, it wasn't even
Bald
really
really does suit him,
reasons,
actually,
it was for the health reasons. You used to have a guest on all the time, Vani Hari.
There's over 50,000 chemicals that are grandfathered in that are all highly addictive. A lot of poisons that they put in the food on purpose.
Vani Hari, the food babe who used to have here all the time, she's having a lot of victories right now. She's a big part of the Make America Healthy Again movement as well. We're having a lot of big strides in that movement.
Yeah, why isn't she being on? I want to get her on.
We should get her on. She's back on X. They finally gave her account back. Maybe she'll come back on with you and talk about the boycott over Kellogg's that they've made so successful. But see, that's what's frustrating. People don't have to agree with you. They don't even have to like you. The things you're fighting for are common sense.
Now, why are we putting red dye that's poisonous and an amphetamine in the food? Because they want your kids addicted to it.
And they want them to then be unhealthy, so they have to go to the doctor.
When I was a little kid, I would be my dad would go grocery shop maybe once a month. My mom did it like twice a week. But sometimes she'd be out of town visiting her mom or something, or your parents, and my dad would say, come on, let's go to the store. And he was not even a health nut, but he was a physician. And Owen, I would want Fruit Loops or something. And he'd say, let me see that. That's got red dye number 5 or 7. No, that's from beetle shells, and it's toxic. It's got a form of amphetamine to addict you. The cigarette maker companies actually own this. They're not buying that.
That's actually,
he knew that.
That's how your dad talks, too.
He knew that 40 years ago.
Well, it was obvious. I mean, they used to, the FDA, before it got compromised by all the people in the Venn diagram that work for the pharmaceutical companies, big agriculture, and then they work at the FDA, they actually used to try to keep stuff like that out. They actually used to try to, hey, let's, if we're going to approve these foods, let's keep the poisons out. That's why if you go to Europe, even Canada, you buy some of these mainstream food products, these big bag products, they have completely different ingredients.
Well, here's an example. I'll be on a road trip, never do it now, and just be totally hungry. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and there is a McDonald's or Burger King. I haven't done this like in 5 years, so I'll go screw it with the crew. You've been there, down at the border or something. I go and get a Big Mac, and I literally feel sick 2 hours later, like kind of high and like it's a hangover. and you're hungry right away. It's got like, literally like 40 something chemicals in a Big Mac. You can look at each hamburger what they got. But I go to P. Terry's, and the owner's a listener, by the way. I don't get him in trouble. Big chain started here in Austin. It's all organic. It's all no chemical beef, all that. I still eat that even though I'm in better shape like once a week. Never feel bad. It's simple. You eat something and fill up an hour later, it ain't good for you.
Yeah.
So you can still eat a hamburger, folks. Just don't eat one from literally Bill Gates is part owner of McDonald's.
Well, all the fries, don't they come from the Bill Gates GMO farms?
They do. I mean, it's not even fries. It's a whole bunch of crap.
Oh.
It's not like sliced potatoes. They strewed those out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only fast food I will eat, funny enough, is I'll have a Pete Terry's burger every once in a while. But you can tell it's actual beef. You can taste it, 100% organic. I think it's grass-fed too.
But see, young people don't know. Like McDonald's changed in like the mid '80s. When I was a kid, McDonald's tasted just like Pete Terry's.
Well, they use beef tallow.
It was dripping. It was delicious. Yeah. Kids don't even know. It's like space food. They never ate a real hamburger.
Yeah.
You know, unless mama made it.
You wonder if we can't go back on some of these things. Some things culturally, you feel like it's so far gone. You know, one example I was using is because I kind of like to go back at night when I'm trying to go to bed, just to kind of turn my mind off, watch like old television shows, 70s, 80s, 90s, and stuff I grew up on. And you can tell just there's something in the lighting, the camera work, the writing, everything. Shows from the 90s, early 2000s, it was like uplifting. It was unifying. It was positive. Everybody was happy. The colors were bright. It was like, oh, it made you feel good. And now the shows that they put out for kids, dark, depressing.
Listen to this. I got invited like 6-7 years ago to the Sundance Film Festival by a big filmmaker. And I said, I can't go, but I said, I'm going to send my cousin and one of the other crew members. And they come back and they go, man, we were in these meetings with people, you know, because they were having all these breakaway meetings. And they were like, oh, it was unlimited money. It's just got to be dark and depressing.
No.
And they said, why? And they said, well, because we want to make everybody depressed because of Trump. But that was just the agenda to get the left to it. No, they want us all depressed and demoralized, period. So you get so depressed, you don't... and look at leftists, what a cult they're in. In fact, I want to play... We played the AI video of the globalist death cult today, but it had a bunch of cussing on it. Do we have the bleep version of that? All right. Now, I'm getting up at 5:30 in the morning, and I got to go work out. So... but I want to be able to finish up. Oh, and I want you to have the floor to talk about InfoWars, this victory. I'm not even tired. I'm just punch drunk from being so tired. You know, I don't feel tired, but I'm super tired. I want to give you the floor for 5-10 minutes to talk about InfoWars, the show, where we're going. I know the breaks. I'm like in pool. What the different angles are here of what's about to come next in InfoWars. And so I want to come here and give people a first look. I want to respond to the bad guys and just do a serious announcement on what just happened, because that's press worthy and the public wants to know. And I'm very flattered about the people that have tuned in so long tonight to watch this verdict. You know, the judge had said it was going long. All of a sudden, the lawyers didn't want closing comments. All of a sudden, it just shut down at like, 9:40. I went to that Eye of the Tiger clip, said I'm coming back in 5 minutes. They come in, they go, no, he's ruling. So we listened for 20 minutes while he ruled, and it was cliffhanger. Because he was showing both sides, going over the code, reading all the code, backing, because he does that for appeals. He's one of the most thorough guys out there, very respected. And we couldn't tell what he was about to do till the end, when he just excoriated them in the way he does it very calmly. And it was just incredible. So I want to recap my mind, kind of summon my mental energies and make some statements on this. But, and I just want to tell you, I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I told you guys back on November 14th that we weren't going down.
What about the TV interviews that they went on TV? Oh, we're confident that we will be successful.
Oh, I own it. No, we own it. It's mine.
We're confident. We bought it. It's ours. And, Jones is basically just panhandling and just being dramatic. But we own it. It's ours.
And we're going to confuse everybody that we're him and make fun of him and make all his followers hate him. We're going to steal his identity.
The lack of self-awareness is actually stunning. It needs to be studied. It needs to be psyched.
Well, the arrogance, they wear it like a shield.
But I think it's beyond that, Alex. I think they're just so removed from reality. They're so removed from any self-reflection and awareness at all. And they think it's funny and they think it's a game.
Yeah, let's go to the global. What's the owner of the front group of Bloomberg? Because it came out in court.
It was Global Tetrahedron, and then the war is over.
Yeah, Ben Collins. Let's go to Ben Collins' X account. I wonder if he's still on there saying he bought it and he owns it and everything. Oh, there's a statement from him. We are deeply disappointed in today's decision, but the Onion will continue to seek.
Do you want some dramatic violin behind you? Do you want?
Here we go.
Pull up some
Listen to
What's
the
that
Onion.
famous
Suffer,
song
Onion.
like Zelle
Suffer.
commercials at Christmas. No, it's like what's that famous song? Yeah, whatever it is. It's what is that song?
Just pull up some dramatic violin, guys. Just give us a little.
Now, let's not make fun of them.
Oh, okay. Okay, Alex.
Listen, I don't like
It's
reveling.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Revel in your
I'll
time.
revel. I'll revel for you.
I've seen attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion.
I just love watching arrogant punks get shut down. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, these guys haven't been called up in the 40-story buildings in D.C. and been offered by the richest guy in the world at the time $50 million a year to sell out. I mean, they think they're in the fast lane. They think they're kissing up to the New World Order and they're powerful. You're the losers. You're the sellouts. You know what I told the globalists? They go, all the suits are coming. We're gonna destroy you. You want a carpet of gold, carpet of bombs? I said, I'll take the bombs. And it was so easy to do. It wasn't even hard. I didn't even contemplate selling out. I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah. But that's the attitude of if they can't control you, then just blow everything up. Just blow it all up.
Can you feel the tides turn though?
You know, you do. You don't want to put the cart ahead of the horse.
This will be a day long remembered.
It certainly feels like momentum is, it's going in our favor. But again, I just go back, and whatever. It's not a personal thing. You don't know these people. Maybe it's personal for them, and they hate us, and they want to revel in ending the First Amendment. But it's the lack of self-awareness that amazes me. That it's like somehow funny. It's like, okay, honestly, it is kind of funny. The global tetrahedron is shutting InfoWars now. I mean, it's like,
yeah. They think we're 10 years ago. There's no global government.
It doesn't exist. It's like, it doesn't exist. So we're gonna name it this and then buy InfoWars because none of it really exists.
But it's Michael Bloomberg.
But then they write stories that say the deep state is cool now. And then they try to shoot Donald Trump, and they censor everybody they don't like. And it's like, but none of it exists, and, there is no
But meanwhile, Elon Musk a year ago was at the Global Government Forum put on by the Davos Group saying your global government's tyrannical and will fail.
They try
the world all knows it now, and they're still pretending.
Remember, I believe it was last year, they tried to have the global pandemic treaty, failed. Couldn't get anybody to sign it, failed. That's the global government. So none of it exists, but here's all of it. So it becomes this story. It's like double satire equals truth. So it's like the global tetrahedron is buying InfoWars. But then it's like, but the global tetrahedron, there is a global government. Like that is a real thing. But, it's a joke. But it's two jokes because it's the Onion and it's the global tetrahedron. So then it becomes true. So what are they going to write headlines?
It's meant to confuse everybody.
Are they going to write headlines like the fluoride in the water is lowering your IQ?
What is that classical song? It's like on violin. It goes, no, no, no. I can't do it right.
I keep thinking of the eyes of an angel with the animals, the suffering animals is the one I keep thinking of. I think it's
it's more like type up 1980 Zelle's commercial on YouTube. Oh man, it's driving me crazy.
Oh, I can hear it. I hear it, but that's not really a depressing thing. That's kind of more of like a classy, like dinner type thing. You got to read Ben Collins' statement.
Maybe we should play dun 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 dun
or
dun
some
dun
clown.
dun
You
dun
can play
dun
some clown
dun
music.
dun 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 dun. All right.
Do you want to run?
Now I want to play the orchestral version of Imperial March. Just whenever you find it, start playing it, and I will read this on air. But the Empire does strike back. So don't think we're out of the woods yet. But it doesn't matter is we are fighting, and everybody loves it, and we're the underdogs. And so these dumbasses don't know how human nature works, and they just sit there watching us fight and survive and be bloodied. And then we gain the crowd's love because we're with them. We're like real red-blooded people, Dumbo.
In the arena, Maximus.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and roll Imperial March. We are deeply disappointed in today's decision, But the Onion,
Suffer,
like
Onion,
Bloomberg,
suffer.
will continue to seek a resolution that helps the Sandy Hook families, Democratic Party, receive a positive outcome for the horror they endured. Not Adam Lanza killed their kids. I covered the internet questioning it a few times, and the horror. Can you tell us what I didn't know? It's just the horror. It's unspeakable what Jones did. We will also continue to seek a path towards purchasing InfoWars in the coming weeks. It is part of our larger mission to make a better, funnier internet. And we're not aggressively terrorizing Alex Jones and working in giant operations. Free speech.
You're not funnier than anything the Onion has ever done in 10 years.
Regardless of the outcome of the case, we appreciate that the court repeatedly recognized the Onion acted in good faith, but are disappointed that everyone was set back to the drawing board with no winner and no clear path forward for any bidder. And for all those upset about this, as we are, please know we will continue to seek moments of hope. Yeah, while the Democrats chop little boys' penises off. We are undeterred in our mission to make a funnier world. Dun. All right, so, yeah, and that's what I want to... I mean, I know what they're going to pull, and I know their next moves, and I'm just thinking, should I tell you their next moves? Because I'm afraid this battle station will be quite operational when your friends arrive. So...
You mean like they're going to have to build a bigger battle station, Alex? This one wasn't big enough? They're going to need a bigger boat?
Oh, my goodness.
Going to need a bigger boat?
Whatever, these people are idiots. I mean, I told the crew, I said, no matter what happens, we win because we're on the side of right and humanity's waking up. All right, Owen, 5-10 minutes.
Are you shooting your report here? Or are you going to shoot it on a different camera, stationary?
But I shoot my report. We're live with millions watching right now. I've been up since 5:30 a.m. And I just need to kind of splash some water on my face and just.
Well, I'm saying I'll take us to close here if you want to just go shoot your report. I was asking if you wanted to do it now or in this studio.
No, I mean, to quote the great Bill Riley, fuck it, do it live. Fuck it. I'll do it. I'll do it live.
All right, no. Go get yourself.
I'll write it. I'll do it live.
Go get yourself prepared.
And welcome, and thank you for this evening for watching. I just want to. No, you spend a few minutes.
All right, I got you. I'll take over here. You get yourself.
Now you
ready.
go for like 5-10 minutes. Whatever you. I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to nail it.
Oh.
Because there's a lot I'm formulating, a lot I'm thinking about, a lot I'm cogitating on, and.
Well, let me just reflect on some things then. Let me just reflect on some recent things and some of the things going back to when I started here. And I guess now it's officially going to be all the way into 2025. Started in 2016. We've done 3 election cycles. I've done 3 election cycles, presidential election cycles here. We've done 2 midterm election cycles here. And it's been an incredible journey. And when I first made the switch from sports to politics, for those that don't know, I was in sports media, left sports media. And when I first made the switch... How
many times have I loitered around behind you over the years?
Not even once. I can't recall a single time. I don't think it's ever happened. When I left sports media and I took the leap into politics, it was pretty, big leap. You might even say a bit of a risk. Had my foot in the door for multiple big career options. When I was at that time of my career in sports media, could have paid the bills, would have had good jobs forever. But I decided to leave it and jump into politics. A lot of people thought it was a bad decision. They were just like, "You sure about that? You've been working in this industry for a long time. You got a lot of good opportunities." I said, "No, this is good." And then, with all the mystique, let's say, intrigue around InfoWars, some people even furrowed their brow like, "Are you really sure about that?" But to me, there was never any doubt, because I knew InfoWars was probably the only place that I could go and do what I wanted to do. And I was right about that. I've been able to do what I've wanted to do here since 2016. All the different content we've done, man on the streets, protests, activism, the shows, the live shows, late night shows like this, the extended broadcasts, the meet and greets. probably wouldn't have been able to do that the way I wanted to anywhere else. So I know the only place that I could have ever done that was InfoWars. And that's what it's really all about. InfoWars changed the game. It's the multimedia, multifaceted presentation on the hop, on the dime, on the go, fluid, can move in any direction at any given time, agile, multimedia live streams. This changed the game, and it put the content in the hands of the host instead of a bunch of producers and people behind the scenes and executives and ad partners and all of that stuff. It put the creative, it put the thought, it put everything right there. The man sitting in the chair, and that was Alex Jones. It's been me, it's been Harrison Smith, and others over the years. So it's really been an incredible journey. And then recently, because we've been on this roller coaster here of waiting to find out what's going to happen in the court system, our future unknown, and every time it happens, I'll usually find a way to reach out to the audience, open up the phone lines. We probably took like 30 calls or so today on the extended InfoWars War Room. And there's really no audience that has that connection that we have here. And the audience is really even part of the program. It's not just part of the show when you call in and you talk, but it's your activism, it's your support. Both are fully organic, by the way. Both are fully grassroots. And because of that, we don't have to go get big sponsors that can control our content. We're funded by you. And then you call in and you talk to us, and you've always been very kind, very thoughtful. You pray for us, and you've been there throughout this entire journey. So there's nothing else like InfoWars. And I think really to the management class, the technotronic bureaucrats that are reaching for this global government, they hate people like us. They hate people like you. Free thinkers, free actors, people that will put it all on the line for freedom, people that will put it all on the line for human destiny. They have the vision of the future. They see where it can go, and they see where they want it to go. And that's what InfoWars represents. And there was a caller today talking about he'd never heard of InfoWars, but he kind of just talked like us with his friends at the bar, golf course. And his friend said, "You sound like the guys over there at InfoWars." He said, "InfoWars, never heard of InfoWars." He says, "Hey, tune into this. Just, when you get home tonight, go tune into this." Tune into this. Been tuning in ever since. Why is that? Because you have the same instincts that we have. And you look at the world around you, you look at the course humanity is on, and you say, something is corrupt here. Something is not right. Something has taken humanity off its organic course of freedom and prosperity and building into the future. Something has taken that off course in a very corrupted, demonic way, and we're going sideways. We're going sideways culturally with all of the smut. We're going sideways politically.
Put the
with all of
frogman
the
back
corruption.
on.
We're going sideways with our civilization and infrastructure falling apart, not building into the future. We're going sideways, investing in war instead of building beautiful structures into the future. And you can just see that. You can just observe it. But how do you put it into words? How do you present it? How do you talk about it? So it's this kind of thing that just remains in the back of your mind, and then it just slowly but surely gets beaten out of you by culture, beaten out of you by just the morass of the day-to-day, and then it just kind of sits there dormant. And then, boom, you tune into InfoWars, and it all comes rushing back to the front. And you're like, hey, that's right. Hey, that's right. Humanity shouldn't be going into global enslavement. America shouldn't be funding foreign countries and foreign wars and foreign citizens. I shouldn't go downtown and look at poor people and homeless people and struggling people. There's mentally insane people. This isn't right. This isn't where humanity is supposed to go. Something has gone wrong here. And then you get it, and we talk about it, and we present it, and we show you what has gone wrong. We show you the agenda. We show you what can go right. And so this is the ship turning around. It's not going to take 4 years under Trump, and it's not just going to be a president and an administration. It's going to take all of us to turn this ship around. But I do think we can enter a golden age. But we have to remember that the people that have fought for so long to destroy humanity, the people that have fought so long to degenerate our culture and destroy our country and collapse it into the New World Order, they've been working hard on their plans too. So they're certainly not just going to give up. But you can see some of their operations now where you look at the final days of the Biden administration and what are they doing? They're sending hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine. And all that money gets laundered and all those weapons get laundered. Why do you think Syria just fell? Well, that's because all the money, all the weapons that they laundered through Ukraine, they sent to their rebel groups and their terrorist groups and their CIA and their Mossad operatives in those regions to topple Assad because he wasn't siding with the Western New World Order, with the global government. You could say he was corrupt. Whatever you think of Assad, he was trying to run Syria. He didn't want to go into this new Western culture of everything's gay and trans kids and brainwash everybody and propaganda and poison the food supply and shoot them all up with vaccines. So they had to topple his regime, and they were able to rearm the terror groups, refund the terror groups through Ukraine, and they got it done. And they had to do all of it. They had to do all of it before Trump got into office. And so Trump's well aware of that, and I think he's just kind of telling them in a way. He's like, hey, whatever you're going to do, better do it before I get into office because this show is done. When I come back to the White House, all of this is done. And really, it was very much this audience. I mean, when it comes to the media, I would say it was this audience and it was InfoWars that got Trump through the first round of the Republican process, the Republican primaries, when all the other conservative media was making fun of him and against him. We supported him. We got him over that hump. And then the rest was up to him, quite frankly. And now he's bigger than ever. But that was the impact of InfoWars. Hillary Clinton had to come back on her revenge tour to punish us. The globalists had to come back on their revenge tour to punish us. And they have enough of these hateful little goblins running around in the system to try to gnash at us, claw at us, slit our throats, slit our wrists. But we got a little bit of a reprieve today. We got a little bit of a suture today. And we'll be on air into 2025. So hope you had that on your bingo card.
Oh, and I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to make some final comments here tonight. And then
let's just go. Come on.
Get some sleep and get back up here tomorrow and keep fighting the globalist.
What's that, Alex? You're going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
You're going to be here tomorrow?
Here at the Onion Studios.
Oh, at the Global Tetrahedron?
Yep.
The war is over?
Yep.
Wonderful. I'll be here too.
I work for Bloomberg now.
I'm going to be here. I think I'm going to be here tomorrow. I think I'll host the InfoWars.
Oh, look, when you go to Global Tetrahedron, they don't say they're InfoWars anymore. They just changed it.
Oh.
Enough. You really are smart.
But it's just a joke, Alex.
Not that smart. I'm not that smart.
Cheers, Alex.
Yeah, they're not building a prison planet or anything.
I need galaxy gas. No.
War goes on. It was a great celebration in the trenches with you, and we'll get back into it tomorrow. Cheers. Love the audience. Love the crew.
Great job, Owen. Thank you. War Room tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central. All right. Look.
I mean, good for him. I can only imagine how psyched he is right now.
Favorite saying. That's why I love X. I love the InfoWars comments. I love anywhere I can read what the knowledge the crowd has to say. If we can go to the so-called owner of the Onion, the Bloomberg front guy, we can go to his X account. I'd ask Chase to send this to you. I want to pull it up. It's the comments under this statement. And if you read the comments, there's something really special there. This is important. I thought we had this ready. I'm going to take a break and we'll come back and do it. This is what I wanted to talk about.
Uh-oh, what's up?
No, it's all right. I'm not going to do it right now. I was ready. It's okay. I'm so tired. I got to get refocused. Just wait a minute. Let's talk about what keeps us on air. Let's talk about the fact that, yeah, we can keep winning, like I've been telling listeners, but do you think it was cheap to have all those lawyers down there kick these globalist asses today? No.
No, it's not.
Gave Trump $3 billion, and $200 million of it they spent in having poll watchers and lawyers in all the battleground counties, and they stopped a lot of the fraud, so he won. So I don't need $3 billion. I just need, oh my God, I would kick their ass to Mars in the legal thing if I had $10 million over the next year. But we can defend ourselves and beat them for, it's going to cost like $5 million. Now, you want to be in a war?
Yes.
You want to win?
Alex Jones spends all his money printing out
You
fucking
got
internet
people that'll
stories.
attack the
That's
enemy
part
of
of the
truth
issue
and
here.
never
Like,
stop, and I could be on the side of the road. I'll be
the bankruptcy
warning
trustee's
people with
like,
my voice.
why do we have
I'll never
$75
stop.
million of printer ink?
The question is, go get some great T-shirts and some great supplements at thealexjonestore.com. Do your Christmas shopping with the Patriots.
Bail bond blend. That's funny.
Now, I need to refocus again. I know the crew's already been up for 18 hours, so it's not your fault. I just thought I was coordinated. I got those clips ready. I just now I'm off track. We're going to come back. Just air some of the new ads I cut today, and then I'm going to do it again because at this point I'm like ready to launch, and it's not their fault. The stuff was ready. It's just that and when I get this tired, it's like and, I got to reset the brain, the points I was going to make, because I don't write notes rarely. And then when I'm this tired, again, I feel great. I'll have trouble going to sleep tonight, but the brain ain't operating at full capacity. I'm not Donald Trump that can work 20 hours a day and still do his best speeches. 78 years old. God, he's incredible. These interviews he's been doing are the best ever. I marvel at that. That's impressive. Very impressive. But we'll be right back in a moment.
Oh, he's taking a break still? That sucks.
Because of your support in the last 30 years, my operation has successfully devastated the globalists. The enemies of freedom worldwide openly give us the credit for being the genesis point for the mass global awakening to the new world order that is happening right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we go into Christmas 2024, and the globalists are fighting as hard as they can to shut us down, I want to thank you for your past support, and I want to encourage you now to support the broadcast while getting great products, because we're winning. We're turning the tide, and I don't want to give up. I don't want to back down. I know my most important work and my crew's most important work is still to come. The people of the planet are waking up. Now they're really ready to hear the truth. So I want to thank you all for your support. I want you all to have a fabulous Christmas coming up. And I want to encourage all of you to really think about what's happening around the world and ask yourselves, do we want to keep Alex Jones on the air? And do we want to get great products that enrich and empower our lives at the same time? Please go now to thealexjonestore.com and get some of the very best products, some of the very best supplements, and a lot of fun stuff like an Alex Jones 2025 calendar or a limited edition 2024 Trump victory map, or this little baby, the Trump on a stump elf who fights. All of these products, Patriot Gear, and so much more are exclusively available at thealexjonestore.com. I want to thank you all for your past support. This victory you're seeing is because of you and you never backing down and never giving up. But now is the critical part of the fight, and we need your support. Plus, these are great products. Please go to thealexjonestore.com and keep us on the air. The all-time fan favorite bestseller, Vitamin Mineral Fusion, is finally back in stock, exclusively available at drjonesnaturals.com, my dad's great supplement company website. Ladies and gentlemen, Vitamin Mineral Fusion is the all-time fan favorite because listeners and viewers absolutely love it. It's got all the essential vitamins and minerals.
Take that thing, steal it. That's good stuff.
And super herbs, amino acids. It's got everything you need. So many people have health problems and issues because they have vitamin and mineral deficiencies. It tastes great, it's all natural, and it funds the info war.
Oh, Joe's looking like Triple H. Yeah.
Number one bestseller. You've never tried it. For those of you that have had it, you love it. It's available again, and it keeps us on the air at this critical time. So thank you all for your support. Vitamin Mineral Fusion is now back in stock, discounted at drjonesnaturals.com, and check out all the other great products while you're there. Thank you so much for keeping us in the fight. Now get your Vitamin Mineral Fusion right now at drjonesnaturals.com. Resistance is victory.
Oh, come on, Alex. Let's go, Frogman.
And we are the resistance. If you can hear my voice, if you can see this transmission,
That's a nice chunk. Well, go get it.
You are the resistance. We're in the final days.
What's chaga? Oh my gosh, you can make tea with it and coffee with it. It's really good.
From a deep coma to awaken. The forces of evil are now rallying and moving against us. But humanity is
It's a fungus that grows on birch trees. It's good for you. Yeah, it's like chicken of the forest.
The Democratic Party, the CIA, the Justice Department, funded by Bloomberg, they could do it privately, illegally, in a conspiracy against the American people's rights and the free press, built a straw man out of me, attacked me with tens of thousands of articles, thousands, that's conservative, disinformation programs, documentaries, to demonize the idea of a populist movement. They were worried that I was becoming a folk hero, so they made me one for sure. Not about me, it's about the image. The people understood it, and it backfired. Now the enemy's extremely desperate. Thank you all for keeping us on air. You're the reason we could fight this long. And we've still got more battles, but we are winning the war. And we're winning battles every week. And the fight for InfoWars is seen by the bad guys like a Roman standard or capture the flag if they could just get that. In wars throughout history, there are places where armies decide to die on the hill. Stalingrad is where a third of the people in World War II died. Estimates are of soldiers, 10 million. Or higher. This is an information war, but they've decided that media-wise, InfoWars is the Stalingrad. And so this is a big victory. Now, we have not completely crushed their forces at Stalingrad, but they're losing, and if we just keep fighting, they're done. And InfoWars is the little Stalingrad. Trump's the big one. But to the enemy, it's very important. So the viewers and listeners need to really understand that's not hype what I just said. They didn't run more propaganda against me than they normally do before they invade a country. Because they said, if we can beat that guy, they likened me. That's how the enemy sees me. As John the Baptist. In a Time magazine article like 15 years ago, they went, oh, these universities and the State Department have done studies, and it's Ron Paul and Alex Jones. They're the one fueling the radicalization of the Tea Party, taking over the Republican Party. And he didn't win those 2 times he ran, but he built, Ron Paul and you supporting him, the beachhead. This is recognized in mainline political science as a fact. It's true. I lived it. Many of our supporters, you were part of it. You lived it too. We built the beachhead to begin to take over the Republican Party. Then Trump was the main invasion force. The enemy tried to repulse that. It's been a 9-year battle there. Now we're winning the war, the main war. We hit the beaches decades ago. This war will still take decades. And the final war will be once we remove the globalists, not becoming them. And that's where I intend to still be there on air and try to be as healthy as I can for those key fights 10, 15 years from now. Because meet the new boss, same as the old boss, won't get fooled again. So this is a long battle. This is the long war. And it's for winter soldiers, not sunshine patriots. And InfoWars is the winter soldier. And all of you that supported us are the InfoWar. You are the winter soldier. And I salute you from the bottom of my red-blooded heart. All right. I'm not going to be like the left and just run around and chortle about this because this is just a major battle. This is not the war. And we have to recognize that. And I don't expect, I know that they're just going to attack even harder because they're desperate. And that's okay. I'm a big boy. I asked to be in the arena. You asked to be in the arena, so we know what we're up against. But there have been many times in history where people fight tyranny because it's the right thing to do and they know God's watching. And it's their spirit to fight it, even knowing they probably won't win or it might take generations. You're getting, because God knows we're the instant gratification generation, you're getting victory while you're alive. And that's because there's even worse stuff coming down the road. God wants to give us a win and build up our confidence for stuff that's going to be a lot crazier because these technologies and things are extremely dangerous. So we got some big challenges, okay? But if we have truth and justice and optimism, we can do anything. So I actually feel sorry for our enemies. It's a guilty, low-level thing of the flesh to celebrate stuff like this. This is not a celebration. Surviving in a huge globalist Bloomberg deep state attack, CIA attack. Just think of all the other people that don't have a big audience of activists that back them who could stand against this. Think of the kids they're brainwashing, taking from their parents and mutilating and chopping up. Think of Syria turned over to Al Qaeda and mass death. I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff going on. So the globalists are trying to start total nuclear war, and they got new viruses coming out and all of that. So, like the wolf says in Pulp Fiction, let's not start celebrating just yet. Okay? Let's not be the cocky people like the bad guys. Let's be thankful to God for providing for us, and hopefully we can be stewards of the power we've been given, because it all comes from God. And the minute you start thinking you've got the power and you want power, you will be destroyed, or you will be enslaved, or you will be overtaken. We're doing this because evil is taking over, and we have a responsibility to fight these people. Now, I want to show a few things from the global tetrahedron on their site. No longer do they say they own InfoWars. Now it's a cage around the earth. And they have such disrespect for you that they mock you when that's their Bloomberg's plan. The Democrats, I mean, that's what they're building. Look at it. Let's put it on screen. Chase posted it earlier on his X. And that's their hate letter to you. Imagine being that evil and pathetic. I mean, that's the cashless society. That's the central bank digital currency. That's the social credit score. That's the New World Order. That's the 325,000 children the government knew they had and that they disappeared to the country for sex slavery and physical slave labor and the rest of it. It's all certified Senate reports. And they know you're under attack. They know, and they want to mock you and say, we'll get you. So Chase posted an hour ago, said, take this down, and they did. But they told you, hey, we'll get you. My pretty, we'll get you and your little dog too. We'll get your kids. So that's a little message to you, because they couldn't say we're going to put you in a cage. People go, God, that's evil. These people are, they're like, oh, it's a cage we built for you, a little prison planet. Oh, you guys invented popularizing that political term. Okay. I mean, I heard of that before. So I want to show some of the comments on there. And I saw this one comment. There's a lot more now on his little post, the so-called onion owner. A lot of layers to that onion. Bloomberg's at the bottom of it with the CIA. And under it, people say, Trevin says, wickedness isn't in style anymore. Perhaps it's time for you to sell shoes. And I want a t-shirt or something along those lines that says, wickedness is no longer in style. Infowars.com. And if they run more chicanery or more scams or God knows what, and the federal judge said, look, if you guys don't settle and don't actually try to make a real deal with Mr. Jones, he's trying to pay you money. And we tried to settle for 10 times, 20 times, God, what they were saying they were buying it for. They said they don't want money. Because I knew that. I said, just let it go up to 90 million. They're not going to, they'll do that. No, that's not enough. We want you to say you're anti-gun and a bunch of other stuff. I'm like, yeah, see, I told you guys, this is, CIA right here. Not the plaintiffs. They're just front people that are being manipulated. And I told everybody it's going to be a rigged auction. saw it. So they're going to pull more of this, but that's okay. By engaging in the fight, we draw them out. So many listeners said, oh, you tell us go vote, but if there's fraud, they'll just steal it. And I'd had all these experts on to the math myself. You get a big enough landslide, there's not enough fraud baked in, not enough dead people, not enough people out of district. I've explained the numbers many times, but here's an example. If Trump got 90% of the vote, could they steal it? No, because the math's not there. If he gets 70%, they can't steal it. That's what he got in reality. Because there's not, you know, what if he got 100%? Could they steal that? No, because they'd say, well, my God, if, you know, all the voters voted and he got every vote, well, then how do they, you can't do that. So, and that's what Trump said. He said, no, it's too big to rig. We had a bigger landslide. They tried to mitigate it, but we overdrew. I told you months before that was going to happen. Because Trump got Laura Trump in on the ground game and mitigated the fraud. They had the trucks pull up in Michigan and Pennsylvania and Georgia at midnight and 1 a.m. again with out-of-state plates with the boxes, and the cops were standing there with the Trump lawyers who had to sue in each county to make them let them in so they couldn't do it and cover up the windows like last time. And then they thought they'd intimidate people and rig trials and sue people that exposed it and take what they had, that would intimidate everybody else. And a month before the election, the Democrats put out a press release that said, any lawyers poll watching, which is constitutional, any lawyers in there, we're going to get you disbarred. Well, did the lawyers all get intimidated and not go do what they were supposed to? No. Oh, you threatened Americans and tried to intimidate them, and it made more of them come out. See, you thought we were intimidated before when people weren't active. No, people were asleep. Now threatening people has the opposite effect because you project on the general public being bottom-feeding, servile, cowardly criminals, and you roll over to the first evil you see and start licking its ass. That's not good people. You pissed people off, dumb asses. And you thought you demonized and shut down Alex Jones as an example to others. How'd that work out for you with everybody else? You know that famous meme of a bunch of Alex Jones is walking out of a tunnel saying you're in the wrong neighborhood, globalist? That's what's happened now. And I'm so thankful to God. I am so honored. I just cannot thank God enough, and I cannot thank God for working through you out there and your support. It's epic. So, wickedness is no longer in style, dumbasses. You're a society of arrogant scum. This guy they hired as their front guy is a former disinformation expert at MSNBC. Yeah, where's your job there? It's all collapsing. You can't get people to watch you. Their average show has like 30,000 viewers now. A fart in the wind has more than that. I could aim a camera at drying paint at my house and have 1 million viewers. You are a joke. And I say that not to triumph. It doesn't make me feel good that you're lower than whale shit. It's that you are pathetic. Stop being that way. Come join Team Humanity. Repent to God. Stop kissing the ass of the most evil people on earth and thinking that gives you power. You're fools.
Nothing to do but let the man speak, chat. He's spitting truth.
Look, I'm going to come back at 11 a.m. tomorrow, and I'll go over it all. But it is really something that they said they owned it. They never did. We've been back in the building for almost a month, and listeners are like, sorry, we can't support you. We don't want to give money to the Democrats. We can't go to the alexjonesstore.com. I didn't even own that. It's a sponsor. And they damaged InfoWars massively. They're all going to get sued for that. Almost no one's buying anything at InfoWarsStore.com. All the great products are there. Because people are like, well, I don't want them to get the money. They don't own it. They didn't get it. It didn't happen. But by them announcing that we're gone, some people are like, oh, you know, I see your show on. It looks like the same studio. I thought The Onion owns that. I'm like, no, they don't own it. Well, that's what CNN said so. Yeah, CNN also says, you know, 2 men can have a baby. So now it's triple official. They've ignored the judge in 3 hearings saying you didn't buy it, stop saying that. And they just keep on doing it. Finally tonight, they stopped. And I can tell them right now, you are going to be sued. So preserve all your documents. Well, I already am suing him, but I mean, unlawful conversion, property rights violation. Basically, you hijacked the building. You didn't basically, you did. The judge told you 2 weeks ago you better stop doing it. Oh, we don't need a temporary restraining order. Obviously, their lawyers know to stop saying they own it, right? No, they didn't stop. So for the last 2 weeks plus, they sat up there saying they own this place as a bluff, as a confidence game. And every day, you damaged this operation on purpose and laughed about it. While doing TV interviews saying, Alex did things so horrible to these families, we can't even tell you. Yeah, they can't tell you because I didn't do jack crap. They attached themselves to me and raised money for a victim disarmament government operation. And it's all coming out. I liken it to the Mendez brothers. Once you find out what really happened, they're not bad, they're heroes. You see how the brain works. A lie goes halfway around the world before the truth puts its pants on, as Mark Twain said. But once the truth comes out, nothing can stop it. Another Mark Twain quote is, in the beginning, a patriot is a scarce man, hated, feared, and scorned. But in time, when his cause succeeds, the timid join him, because then it costs nothing to be a patriot. And I welcome all the other talk show hosted people now sounding identical to me, because that's real victory. And I even like going on their shows and have them repeat back things word for word I said 20 years ago. And I tell them that is a fascinating thought. Thank you for teaching me. Because that's what someone does that's trying to win. You don't territorialize information. You don't keep people out of the fold because they're not an OG. We're here to find the prodigal sons and bring them home to their family. And so I would like to have the Onion Man on the show. I'd like to take him to dinner and say, you can stop being a betrayer of your species. You can stop serving evil. You can stop being part of the lie. I want to see you fulfilled. Don't you know how much everybody despises you, how pathetic you look, how fake you are? Don't you want to be a real person? A real boy like Pinocchio. But how does Pinocchio become a real boy? He has to have courage. He has to tell the truth. And then he can be a real man. Not a servile, deceptive puppet. You got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. You know, it's a cheesy song, but it's cheesy. Say it's cheesy because you love it. You know, it's true. Get Aaron Tippett. I want to end the show with what was that song? You got to stand for something or fall for anything. I want to end with that. Look, I'll hit all this tomorrow. This is why they want us off the air, but I'll just tell you what's here. Tom Homan says they're going to arrest all the globals for child trafficking, and one of their main missions is find the kidnapped kids. We've been pushing for that. That's going down. That's got the deep state really scared, but it's the right thing to do. We got to find the kids and then bring them all down. Boy, you think the Democrats are unpopular now. This will end them for good. Then we'll have another two-party system. There'll be a new party. Republicans will split in two. But the Democrats, you know, they're going to outlaw themselves with their actions. We don't even go outlaw them. No one will want to be anywhere near them. They're done. They're done. Might take a few years. And then the White House sounds like this weird distributed bid Madoff thing they tried with this fake auction. They're going to give $50 billion more outside of congressional money that Speaker Johnson just blocked to Ukraine to keep World War III going. We've got that. But let me know when you got it. Daddy didn't like trouble, but when it came around, everybody knew which side he'd be on. And then I will thank the crew, and I will be back Tomorrow, 11 a.m., Harrison Smith. 8 a.m., we have survived 3 attempts to shut us down in 7 months. It's the grace of God, but God working through the listeners to support us. And that's it. It's hard to stop when this stuff's so historic and important, but thank you all. Have a Merry Christmas. And unless they firebomb us or something, which, you know.
Jesus, don't say that.
The loving liberals. I'm not saying the people here. No, obviously. You know, the Antifa folks. Regardless, we're going to continue on, and no weapon formed against us shall prosper as long as God is with us. Who can be against us?
All right, chat. That's it. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. We're going to wrap it up here.
Weapons, blacksmithing, and models of planes, esoteric works, and even some trains. Much merriment had while drinking White Claws, tips on hunting, and even talking the law. Whatever you do, just don't talk to cops, even when they nab you on illegal stops. Just 'cause you did it doesn't mean you're guilty, but please talk to a local attorney. Was that the fat guy?